the image you have of where you live. Is this the place you believe you are? If it is, I hope you take a closer look and see what it is you are looking at.
Okay, so here's the picture of the Earth from space. There it is. Since you were a kid, you've seen this image. But you've never seen it from that point of view. You've never seen that with your eyes from that scale of a model, that point of view, from outside of the planet's surface. But yet your brain has three-dimensionalized, oh yeah, that's the Earth. How? Through repetition. Next image. How do we get to this point of the image? This is fucking funny. I think this is funny. But how am I supposed to go, yeah, that's the Earth, from there, that point of view I've never seen? And it's funny when you click on Google Images, photo of the Earth, keep going. Because this is realistic. But you'll see 40 pages on Google. But it's always the same fucking photo. It's the same photo. They just changed the contrast. Check it out, keep going. Oh yeah, boom, 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 40 pages. Look closely. It's always the same. Oh.
Their methodology is to hide things in plain sight, to reverse things, turn them upside down, make them backwards, but they always put things right in front of your face.
With no orientation in space, the original photograph was what we would consider upside down. It would need to be rotated and cropped to turn it into the image we know today.
Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, Who seeth us? And who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, He made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, He had no understanding?
Illusion will be created so vast, so large that it escapes their perception. Those who see it will be thought of as insane.
I put that picture on my office wall in the West Wing of the White House, and I looked at it every day. I called up NASA and I said, hey, I've been looking at this same picture here, and I'm just wondering if there's another one. And that's when I learned there's really not another one.
One of NASA's most requested space photos. This view of Earth, known as the Blue Marble, was taken in 1972 from about 18,000 miles away as Apollo 17 was traveling to the moon. So I run across this in a 2019 National Geographic. And this is where they show us that we live. For many years I looked at this here and just saw the Blue Marble. I saw what they told me to see. Then you start questioning things. You start looking into all the images you have. You find out about Ron Simmons. Then you try to find something that's not Ron Simmons. And it brings you back to this picture here. And it's really crazy. Because now I see this as a piece of art. How do I do this? Guess I could try to explain to you 5 little Easter eggs. It's really much deeper than that. But these 5 seem to jump out. Start with what I'll call the magician, or Mickey and Fantasia. But here's his head. Got 2 arms. You've got a bit of magic running in between. and the body. That's pretty interesting to me.
Just more on the symbolism with LucasArts. You see the golden man, and it looks like his arm stretched out. It looks like sun rays, but this is duality taking place here. It's two symbolisms in one. You have the arm stretched out with the sun symbolism, but this is also an eye.
Little fuzzy, I guess. But it is what it is, I guess. And I've kept looking. Just a curious thing, looking around this thing. Then I run across this little guy right here. There's a mouth, even a nose, an eyeball, 2 ears, even got the shape of the head. Looks like a rabbit to me. Actually looks like that scared rabbit run across the avalanche.
Another avalanche breaks loose in Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. The snowboarder glides to safety, but the cameraman sees something else.
Oh my, tell me that rabbit survives.
I'm not betting on a rabbit when I see him go into that. You're looking at tons and tons of snow that is sliding down the mountain at speeds of probably 40 to 50 miles an hour. He is moving out of it, he's staying on top, and yes, he's able to clear the avalanche. It has to do with that great jumping ability of the rabbit.
I give that a 10. He gets a 10.
What's really cool about that rabbit is he can just hop along the top of that avalanche.
This is what you're supposed to do if you're in an avalanche. The rabbit had the right idea. You know, you swim through it. You kick your arms and your legs to try to stay on top.
Talk about the luck of a rabbit's foot. Now you know what.
So you pull back and you're looking at this thing. You've done seen these two things. Then this guy jumps out at you. Come on, camera. Right there. A hand, an arm. What's this, a top coat? What did you see? Right in there. Face with a mustache. Could it be that man Hitler? I don't know. That's 3. That's pretty extreme. You know, they put Pluto in Pluto, right? Then you notice an eyeball here. Even a shut eye here, maybe. Because now you have a nose, a mouth, even got chin, even got hair. Does that look like Chewie?
This is ridiculous.
A wild man? A Bigfoot? And then you sit back here, and now you got 3, 4, and then this guy pops out at you right here. Starts with his mouth, going down to his chin. Is that an ear? And that's where his eye would be. Nose looks like he's wearing a headpiece. He even got a horned head. Imagine that. Just want you to take a minute here with me. And I'm going to move around this thing a little bit. See if you can see the things I see. See if any of them jump out at you. This is really an interesting picture. I think anyways. Because the more you delve into it, the more there is. I'm telling you, got a guy there. Kind of looked like King Kong or something. Or is this Esau and Nimrod with some extras added in just because they could? I don't know.
I put that picture on my office wall in the West Wing of the White House, and I looked at it every day. I called up NASA and I said, hey, I've been looking at this same picture here, and I'm just wondering if there's another one. And that's when I learned there's really not another one.
Now, I don't want to fool you here. Last month, for the first time since 1972, NASA released a blue marble, a single snapshot of the Earth taken from outer space. And so much has changed in the decades between that first picture and the second.
In 2002, Blue Marble 2.0, NASA's Rob Simon made this. And it had wide appeal too. For example, it ended up as the default background on the iPhone.
I didn't even know until I bought an iPhone and turned it on and kind of did a little happy dance.
Simon's job is...
It's primarily taking data and making pictures out of it.
That's what this is, a composite of data sets from several different instruments translated into a picture.
To us, the really cool thing was the data set. Up until that point, there was no realistic color map of the globe anywhere.
So the land layer here comes from
the Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer aboard Terra.
And the tricky part here was the weather.
So we actually had to take clouds out.
They stashed the clouds for later, went onto the ocean. That came from an instrument that measures phytoplankton in the sea.
Where it was low, I colored it dark blue because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it was a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
So some of those are painted on.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Then
there was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
And then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular highlight. So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Those are the pieces, but you can't just slap them all together.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit Command-Z a lot.
There's artistry to creating the world.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut.
What you're going to see is absolutely going to blow your mind, and I'm just going to leave that with you. So here we have the fake blue marble image, and what they're going to do is they're going to mirror it right to left, and look at the interesting picture that comes out of that. So you might think, oh well, that's you can do that with a lot of things. That's a coincidence, right? Well, you could think that, but now what we're going to do is he's going to take this image and we are going to not only flip it, but we're going to rotate it, and then we're going to do the image, and look what comes out now. All right? Just take a look at that for a minute. What we're seeing here is we're seeing like a Masonic apron. We're seeing the all-seeing eye. We are seeing like an Anunnaki type of reptilian creature here with some sort of, I don't know, halo or crown or something like that. You have the symbol here that's on the back of the dollar bill, E Pluribus Unum. But this is straight up Luciferian, guys, and they put it right in front of our face. You just have to know where to find it. This is what we're dealing with, and it is an uphill battle, believe me.
Some stuff for you regarding NASA and the Globe Earth. In Dante's Inferno, very famous, Dante Inferno, everyone played Devil May Cry, the video game. Satan, what we call the demon lord, is portrayed as a giant demon with 3 faces and a pair of bat-like wings affixed under each chin. You can find this from Wikipedia, nothing special, under popular culture. So that's the Globe Earth, the blue marble thing that you have the 3 faces there, if you can see it. So once you put the 2 globes together, and you have the whole eye, nose, and lips and chin, and this is what you get once you take out the rest of the thing. So you can actually see what they put via the IT software, computer science, computer software in their blue marble, which is not the Earth globe seen from space, but it's a 3D CGI made environment. And again, with the thing with the bats, I've told you before that the continents and everything else do like a bat wing. So you have the human body with the horns, and then that's at the bat wing. So not as cool as Batman from the comics and the movies, but I hope you understand. And again, the red thing is the snake tongue. Imagine a snake head there, and the white circle, that's why it has like a head going to the tail, the Ouroboros, which again, it's something I'm not going to go into detail because pretty much all of you know what the Ouroboros is. Especially if you read Sanskrit texts from India, you will know so much. And just to point out, again, next time, whenever people laugh and they say flat earthers, why do you laugh at people by telling them flat earthers? We're just telling what the reality is. So this is the real stuff. It's reality. It is what it is. There's the messages. We're not conspiracy theorists. We're just telling you what there is, and that's it. You don't have to hate us. I mean, if you hate us, you hate yourself. So, and I'm not even that. I don't even like the word flat earther. I like the word realist human being. Realist in the real world. Take care. So, this is the blue marble, the famous NASA, back in the year 2002, 20 years ago. Back in the day when this first came out, it was like, wow, this is the Earth from space. Anyway, you can see that what we call the demon face, the demonic face. We say demon or diabolical because that's the only word we have in order to communicate what we want to communicate. So anyway, take the blue marble, which is the supreme globe Earth with curved water from space. People, if you go against this, people call you flat earther as a negative term. And then you cut it, and then you have 2 pieces, and then of course you put them together by giving the other piece a 180 degrees, and then you put them together like that, and you have what we call a demonic, diabolical face. I'm not gonna go into details again because it's up for each person to interpret this as they wish, but the first thing that comes to mind, it's not beautiful, it's not angelic, it's not something cool, it's something scary. They go the same for like other parts of the so-called blue marble, other continents. So you take the piece from Africa and the Arabian Peninsula and Asia, and you switch around, and then you put them together and you have this. But then again, you switch it around again with a different angle, and you have this demonic type of being with a human body, with horns and with bat wings. I think you can actually see them. So those two from different parts of the what we call globe Earth, that's the blue marble, that's the globe Earth, and it goes the same for every single blue marble. There's several blue marbles, several designs on the internet based on different space agencies and different countries. All of them are identical. It's the same pattern over and over again, the cloud formations, and that's your Earth from space. For those of you who don't want to see this, the same cloud formations in Asia, India, and South America, Brazil. In this case, it's in the Caribbean Sea, or the Caribbean islands between North America and South America. It's the same exact pattern. So there, this is your message. I hope people who live on a globe spinning in space with curved water, they're gonna see this video and they're just gonna try and change the way they see the world, because it's not that we are crazy conspiracy people. We're just showing you reality, and this is reality. So these are all the blue marble designs. And then remember this, by the pattern you see the eye. It's very easy to see the eye. So let's take a picture which is let's see if you just see the blue marble like that, the eye, you see. So, and where India is, you have the eye, and then from that point onwards you can see that cloud formation becomes this, and that's it. Everything is symbology, everything is messages, hidden messages. They're not even so hidden anymore. They're quite hidden if you don't care about doing this like that, because in your computer software you switch the angle and you rotate, but it's basic math, and I'll show you in the next video. I think you can actually see the bat wings, bat wings, just like the demons are associated with horns on their head and bat type of wings. That's the usual thing of a demon. Or I'm not saying that they exist, because we don't even know if they exist or not, and we don't even know why NASA is doing this with this. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's definitely at least this is the reality. So this is what you see from your super space. Take care.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
They're faking a shot of being halfway to the moon, and they refer to you on the tape as a shot that was done during Apollo 10, where you put a transparency over the window and move the camera of the Earth and move the camera back away from the window, turned off the lights in the spacecraft, and appeared to be halfway to the moon when in fact they were in Earth orbit.
Huh, really?
Yeah, and they said it was the same way that you did it on Apollo 10. So we wanted to give you the opportunity to put your left hand on the Bible, to raise your right hand, to swear to God.
Stick it in your ear.
Well, you were giving an opportunity to swear to God under oath that you walked on the moon.
I don't do that.
Well, if you really walked on the moon, what's the problem with swearing to God that you did? Do you believe in God?
You want me to knock you in the head?
Well, I want you to swear to God on the Bible that you walked on the moon. If you walked on the moon, we're giving the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you, so you don't leave me alone.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
But one thing hasn't changed. Our planet is as beautiful as ever. It still looks blue.